Alright guys, so today was the first day of Blade and Soul Headstart. For a lot of people, this day has been great, but for a lot of other people, this day has been complete shit. Me kind of being one of them. If you guys don't know, Blade and Soul has went into Headstart on the 15th, and official release will be on the 19th. I believe there will be 1 day of downtime between Headstart and official release. Now, one thing to know is choosing your server wisely. Almost 50% of the population of Blade & Soul is on one server currently, and that's Mushin. Now, I chose this server, and you might say, why would you? First, you don't even know what the problem is. Okay, so here's the problem. Mushin was the only server so far that I know of with the queue. The queue time has been hours for some people. If you don't have premium, meaning that you didn't purchase the 2nd or 3rd tier pack, then you have to wait for all the premium members to get in, and most likely you'll just get so fed up with waiting, you'll just swap to another server, which a lot of first tier or Head Start players who didn't have the premium just did. They just couldn't take it anymore. Even a couple of my friends were just like, fuck this dude, I paid money, I didn't pay to wait a bunch of hours, which is okay. Maybe NCSoft did not expect this many people to be on one server. At one point, it was almost 20,000 people on server Mushin. I don't know if it's above that now or less from people leaving or whatnot. But here's the thing though, I chose this server not because everybody was going to it and Reddit was just like, hey, let's all go to Mushin. It's because somebody on Reddit made a clear point. So with ArcAge, all these people spread out and went to all these different servers. And the main servers like Aaron Zeb and Curios, they were super packed. And a lot of people don't like these super packed servers, they want something more chill. But see, as the months go by, players start quitting. You will always have those people that'll play for a week or so or play for a few months and something else comes out, or they just get bored and they quit and the population goes down. So eventually, if you're on one of the other servers, you might be like, man, where's the content? And then start crying and whining about server transfers or merges. But if you start on a higher populated server from the beginning and deal with the AIDS, and then as it goes down, you will pretty much have content forever. There will always be PvP there, and it's the open world PvP that we joined for. So arenas and dungeons are cross servers. That's fine. You can play on a low pop server and still get that in. But with world PvP, Mushin is going to be the place. So I'm on server Mushin, and if you guys wanted to join the guild, it's going public. We need more members and stuff to help out and get benefits, so it's open, server Mushin, and the guild is savage, of course. But yeah, that's the reason why I chose to play on Mushin. Now, to talk about like Blade and Soul period, before I even get into other stuff, I just want you guys to know that this game is fucking great. It's amazing, everything that I wanted it to be. But there are some bad things, but don't let what I'm about to tell you affect your idea of the game. It's still awesome. Now, the optimization is kind of shit. It's not as bad as some other games like Cabal or ArcAge, but it's pretty bad. It is one of those games where you'll get crashes all the time. Now, this is what makes the crashes so bad. There's a lot of games that when you crash, the game can tell whether you logged off or you just closed the client, like through Task Killer or crashed. And when that happens, usually the game will let you get back in. Even if there's a queue time, because you were already on, it'll let you get right back in. But with this game, if you crash and you're on server Mushin, you have to queue all over again, and that's really bad. I crashed 3 times within my first hour, but I fixed that. The way I fixed that, my graphics were on max. I turned them down to 4 out of 5, and then I just stopped skipping the cutscenes. Skipping the cutscenes is a huge reason you will crash. So when you guys are playing, just make sure not to skip cutscenes right away. At least let them play through somewhat. Might even want to let the whole thing play through, even though it can be a bit annoying. But if you never played Blade and Soul, I suggest you guys watch the cutscenes. It's got a good story. But yeah, the optimization just seems a bit weird. I do get a lot of rubber banding. If you try to scale mountains or like rough terrain that goes uphill and jump through it, you would notice that your character is doing some teleporter shit. So yeah, just try not to do that. It might make you sick. So the costumes in this game are pretty dope. I'm going to do a separate video shortly to show you guys all the costumes that are available on the cash shop. But at the moment, you can go to your wardrobe and you can view every single costume or accessory in the game. Leveling was definitely fun with friends, and PvP, I have not tried it yet. Open world PvP, haven't tried it yet because I really am focused on hitting 45. It was pretty much my main reason for being a Head Start player. I do plan on trying some world PvP today. We'll probably make it to like level 35, so it'll be interesting to try, and maybe I can get some footage in for you guys tomorrow. And one of my favorite things is definitely the dungeon finder. Like, it queues you up so fast, and it's cross server, and you can just pretty much do any dungeon. This game has a large amount of PvE, so that's cool. Even if you aren't a PvPer, like, it has a lot of PvE, even some really hard PvE. Mushin Tower, I don't know if it released yet, but when it does, it's like a solo PvE place where you can get some really good gear to really test your skills out. But yeah, everything so far, I mean, the game is great. It's just the whole crashing and queue thing, but if you're not on server Mushin, you won't experience this. But keep in mind when you choose a server, you know, should you deal with the aids in the beginning to have a better experience in the end or in the following weeks, months, or should you just go to another server right now? Choose wisely, friends. There are documents out that show you just how much percentage of players are playing a certain class, how much percentage of players are going to specific servers. I will try to link that in the description. But yeah, guys, I'll try to do this every day, and I'll be putting out a lot of Blade and Soul content. So like I said, I'm going to do a little costume one next just to show you guys what's currently on the cash shop. See you guys in the next one. Peace.